Hey there, little ducks. Just wanted to check in via video because I hear we can't really do a workshop today. So, a few of you aren't feeling too well, especially Beck's dad. And I just wanted to say I really hope he's on the up and up, Beck. I hope he's doing all right. And for the others of the team that aren't feeling too well, I can relate. Excuse the kind of nasally talk. I've been a bit down myself. I wanted to go back over some of the stuff we talked about because, as we know. Excuse the lawnmower in the background. Don't know if you can hear that, but as we know, when you learn something, then you review it again, and you review it again, and review it again. That massively increases how much you retain, and it's important to review things not long, in the short space after you've learned them. That's when most retention happens. So that's what I'm going to do today. Is just touch on what we've done already. So if you recall, we started off with the blueprint to authentic persuasion. Now that's getting clear on your why, your vision, your values, your beliefs, goals, standards. So this is all, if you remember that four-dimension model I spoke about: environment, structure, implementation, and people. This is all the environment. This is your mindset. So a lot of success in anything is having the right mindset. And it definitely is when you're trying to persuade people to build a more and more successful business. You need to turn up every day with the right attitude and do the work. That happens when all these are super clear and in alignment. So know why you're doing this, personally and professionally. What's your vision? What's your vision for your career? What's your vision for Little Ducks as a childcare centre? What's your vision for how that affects your personal life? Your values. What emotional states do you want to feel on a regular basis? What emotional states should Little Ducks focus on invoking or evoking? Not sure of that one. You can tell me. But bringing out in their clientele. What's important to build a business? Integrity, honour, community that we talked about, caring, responsibility. You've got people's kids. You've got to look after them. Get clear on what they are, step them out, prioritize them, and then the whole company runs by the values. You hire people that support those values. But that's a whole other story. I go too far. I get too into this. Beliefs. So you get what you focus on. Your beliefs act like, remember the flashlight in the blacked out warehouse or the dark warehouse. Your beliefs will dictate what you focus on. And what you focus on is going to dictate the quality of life you experience. So what are your beliefs around what you're capable of? What are your beliefs around Little Ducks as a childcare centre? What are your beliefs around persuasion or around sales? Do you hear the word sales and it's not really my thing? But really, is it just more of this stuff and genuinely caring about people and helping them through a buying decision? Like, that could be a change in belief that has a really different and more effective and enjoyable result for you. So beliefs are huge. Goals. Do you have goals? You need to have goals if you want to do well in this. So where do you want to be in 3 months, a year, 5 years? How do you want to be showing up with Little Ducks? Where does Little Ducks want to be in those time frames? Standards. What are you going to do every day in, day out, like brushing your teeth, that is going to get you where you want to go? So it's like they say, success it's not a one-off big thing that happens to people, even though it's portrayed that way in the media. Success in anything is consistent habits, day in, day out, little things you do regularly that build up to the result that you want. So if you have those standards to do those little things regularly, you'll get where you want to go. So this is like the environment, okay? So then going into the structure, what are the things within a sales process that you need to be aware of? Now, they're all stepped out in your manual. I won't go into them too much, but like, what are the steps of the tour you do? What are the steps of the sales process that I'm going to delve into deeper on our next workshop? And then we went into the psychology of persuasion. So, and this is more your psychology. And then what's the psychology of that conversation, which is helping someone through a buying decision? So remember I talked about them closing the space, not you. The family's closing the space. So that happens by you asking questions, giving them space to speak and let us know what's most important to them, and responding with relevance. Then they feel like they're heard. They feel like they belong, they feel like they're significant, and they feel like they can contribute because it's an environment that is all about contribution, because you're making them feel that way. So that takes me into, so we have the, let's do one of my brilliant little drawings. This is you, and they're closing the space. So by you giving them the space to talk and feel comfortable enough to make a buying decision. Manipulative sales is the opposite of that. The reason most people don't like sales is because it's forcing features and benefits onto people, trying to push them into a decision. We're talking a complete paradigm shift. It's letting people think clearly and emotionally. People buy on emotions, not logic. So giving them the space to feel those emotions and move forward with you by them closing the space. Now there's also, remember, the B, the S, and the C. So, but helping them feel like they belong. As soon as they walk in and the whole time they're there, that they're significant. That's not interrupting them. That's letting them talk. And you really caring about what's most important to them shows them that you feel like they're significant, and then that they can contribute. By bringing their children day in, day out into childcare, they feel like they are really contributing to their kids. That's the big, one of the biggest types of contribution. But any other way, any way that you can help someone feel these three, you're moving them closer and closer to you. Again, personally and professionally. This is how you feel about your friends and your friends feel about you. This is why you want to be around them. So there's the space, there's the belonging, the significance, and the contribution, and it's about you being bought. It's not about you trying to push something on them. So I hope that gives you a little bit of a recap. We're going to go into the step-by-step sales process in the next one. As always, if you've got any questions, any queries, you're not quite sure of something, or you just want to bounce something off me, Joe and Beck have my email. Get in touch with me. We can definitely do that. And for you that aren't feeling well, I hope you're doing better. And Becca, I really hope your dad's doing all right. So yeah, see you in a week. Have a great week. See ya. Bye.